Yo, what is up guys, it is Royal Stonerz here, and welcome back to another shitty gameplay video. No, but for real, welcome back to another storytime video. How are you guys doing today? Let me know down in the comments below, I always like to know. This storytime I'm going to be talking about today is the day I did an unholy amount of drugs. People in the comments now are going to be like, you fucking crackhead, Royal Stonerz, how dare you do this to yourself? But guys, this happened in the past. I'm going to smoke me some weed before I get into this story, guys. If y'all have anything to smoke on out there, light up right now, because y'all are going to need it for this story time, bro. Trust me, you're going to enjoy this one while you're high. So, you guys can probably tell by the stories I upload on here that my life is a little crazy. Now, the only reason my life is crazy is because I am in an active drug addiction. Normal people's lives, they don't just run across like 80 Ambiens. But let's get into that. I'm going to smoke this bowl real quick and we're going to tell this story. Hit me a fat GB. What y'all smoking on out there? Okay. So, how this day started, I had my friend come over. It's like one of my best friends. We're going to call her, what are we going to call her? We're going to call her Veronica. So, Veronica came over to my house this day, and we had been talking this whole week on FaceTime, you know. We've been talking about this Ambien that she had found in her house, right? And she sent me a video of it, and it was in an aspirin bottle, right? Her dad, I guess, had put his prescription insomnia meds in the fucking aspirin in hopes that she wouldn't find it and take it. Well, she found it, and, you know, obviously she took it, and she was saving them for one day whenever we could hang out. And this day, she was coming over, Veronica was coming over. The planets and stars aligned that day, and we were gonna get fucked up. She was like, come on. She was like, dude, we gotta get high as fuck. And I was like, okay, bet, let's do it. So she had planned on coming over this day, but before she came over, I was chilling in my room playing video games. I'm not gonna say how I got this Norco, but somebody gave me a Norco. I had crushed that bitch up on my plate. I lined up 3 lines, little skinny lines of this 10 milligram Norco. And like a fucking crackhead, I just snorted it all. While I was on FaceTime with Veronica, by the way. And after I had snorted that shit, I felt it. I was like, oh goddamn. And I took me some kratom too, and I was like, okay, so maybe this kratom will make me feel the Norco more. And it did a little bit, not that much, but it did a little bit. And after I got fucked up on kratom and Norcos, it was about like maybe 2 hours before Veronica came over, and she ended up coming over, right? And whenever she got there, welcomed her in, and I met her at the door. She came in my house. We went to my room, and she showed me the pills. I was like, where are they at? And she showed me them. And I was like, hey, that's what's up, bro. You actually got them. And she handed them to me, and I was just sitting over there looking at them. I was like, what if these are actually just aspirin, and they're not Ambien, and we just die? I don't know if I want to do them. I mean, shit, hold up. I want y'all to hear something real quick. I was like, I don't know if I should do them, right? So I just sat them in the drawer, and we were sitting there talking. And she was like, okay, well, I'm going to take some. And she took like 5 of them. And I was like, okay, damn. And I was just sitting there waiting to see what they did to her in real life. Because I was like, I don't know if I want to do this, man. I don't know how they're going to make me feel. So I was like, okay, maybe if she doesn't die, I'll take some. So she took them. I was sitting there chilling. We were just talking, having a good time. We were laughing and shit, and I was jumping. No, we were laughing and shit. You know, it was just fun. And it kicked in for her. She started getting tired. And I was just like, oh, okay, so it just makes you tired. And she was like, yeah. And she started getting really loopy. Like, she kept on forgetting shit. And I was like, you just said that. She was like, no, I didn't. Like, she kept on saying shit, like, over and over and over again. I was like, I want to do that. So I took me about 5 of them, too, right? While I was on this Norco. And kratom. Because it was, the Norco and kratom were still, like, rolling on. Because it'd only been, like, 2 or 3 hours. I was still on those. And it took me about 5 Ambiens. And we went outside and we went in my backyard and I went on a swing that I had. I have a swing hanging in my tree in the backyard. It's pretty fucking lit, dude. You can like swing on it while you're high as fuck on drugs and it's lit. But I was swinging on that swing and shit, you know. She was recording me. I got on this ladder in my backyard near the pool because we have a ladder that, you know, goes into the pool. But we took it out because the pool was dirty as shit. And I climbed on top of that and I rode it like a fucking surfboard, bro. And I was hot as fuck. I was feeling great. Like, my whole body felt heavy. I don't know how to explain it. It was so weird. But my body felt amazing. I was vibing. And at around, like, I'd say Yeah, it was 3 o'clock, or no, 3:30. My dad had came and got me because he had to take me to the dentist, right? Because I was getting my tooth fixed, and he got me and took me, and I was fucking in the car with him talking and shit. I can't really remember what the fuck we were talking about, but all I do remember is being so tired that I kept on like closing my eyes for a second and almost passing out, bro. Like I was nodding out, dude. And I was like, this is not good. I'm about to go to the dentist, nod out, and fall asleep at the dentist, bro. The dentist is gonna be like, what the fuck are you doing, Royal Stonerz? And I'm just gonna be like, bro, just accept it. And then I'm gonna pull out a fucking meth pipe in there and smoke it in front of the dentist. No. But in the car ride there, we were talking about all kinds of shit. And we got to the dentist, right? And I was sitting in the chair, and they put on the cap on my tooth, you know? And it wasn't that hard. I almost fell asleep like 3 times, though, sitting in that chair. And after I got done getting my cap on my tooth, we left. We just left, and he took me back home, and my friend was still there, Veronica. Because she stays there whenever I go places. She doesn't really give a fuck. Whenever I got there, right, she said I looked like I was pissed, and I was like, I'm not pissed, but I am a little fucking, like, high. I wasn't just a little high. I was pretty fucking high. And we went to my room. I remember, like, after about, like, 30 minutes, she had to leave. So that was the end of me and Veronica hanging out that day. And she left the Ambien here. There's about, like, 50 more. And I still got, like, well, no, she left about, like, 50 more here. And my friend had texted me. I've talked about him in another story, but I forgot what I called him, so we're going to call him Matt. My friend Matt had hit me up on Snapchat, right? And he was like, yo, bro, you trying to kick it for a little bit? And I was like, yeah, bro, sure, just come over. And he was like, I bet. And he drove over here. Whenever he got here, it took about like 15 minutes. He don't live that far away from me. I walked out, and Matt was in his car, his black car. I walked out. He's like, yo, what's up, bro? I was like, yo, what's up, dude? And he opened up his car door. He had his window rolled down. And he's like, yo, bro, what's up? You want to get in here and do a little coke? And I was like, shit. I was like, yeah, I'll do a little coke. I was like, bet, fuck it. I was like, you want to go to the backyard? He was like, nah, I'm not trying to have your grandma and them see us back there. And I was like, nobody's really here except for my mom. And he was like, nah, let's do it in here. I was just like, all right, fuck it. So we went into his car, and he pulls out this little baggie of coke, and it was not that much. It was about like maybe 2 lines. And he was like, yo, this shit's lasted me a while, bro. And I was like, for real? He's like, yeah, I've been taking this shit like every week, like all week. I mean, I've been just doing little bumps like at work and shit. And I was like, damn, that's crazy, bro. And he took out these little rocks and crushed them up on his phone. And I was like, yo, does it matter that I'm on a bunch of other drugs right now? And he was like asking me what they were. He's like, what are they? He's like, name them. And I was like, I told him everything, you know? I told him all of them. He's like, I don't know what any of that is, so I think you should be straight. And I was like, yeah, I think I'll be straight too, honestly. And I was alright. I mean, okay. So he crushed up those lines, right? And I snorted me a half line. The only reason I snorted a half is because I wanted to see what it would do to me at first. And when I did that, I was like, you know, my nose is clogged right now. But anyways, I snorted it, and I got really fucking high. Like, it instantly just like, whoa. Like, I feel even more numb now. But I was also a little energized. I was moving, jittery, shaky, you know, but it was a good shaky. I was feeling pretty good. And that shit's sour, bro. Oh my god, my nose went so numb. Let me tell you, my back and my throat went numb. Like, it was closing up, bro. Just for like a little half line. But the half line was pretty fat. There's about maybe 2 bumps in it. Maybe 3. I don't know. That's not that much, but I don't really do coke, you know, so I was feeling it. Alright? And we do our fucking drugs, and we go to my backyard, right? And we smoke some fucking pot. And I'm anxious as fuck, because coke kind of makes me anxious sometimes. I mean, coke kind of makes me a little anxious. The first time I did it when I was drunk, it made me anxious, but not as anxious as whenever I was on pills and fucking kratom. I was fucked up, let me tell you. I was smoking my weed, smoking GBs with, Matt. And he goes, yo, you want to go hang out with our other friend? And I was like, shit, bet. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can. So we were smoking, and we got done. We packed up everything, and I walked through my house. I told them I was going to go off with Matt, and they were like, okay, that's fine. We ended up not hanging out with that friend. We went over to some girl's house that Matt knew. I don't even know her name, but we hung out there, and that shit was awkward, bro. Like, I was just sitting on her couch while she was, like, smoking weed and, like, talking to him, and I was wigging off of coke and pills, bro, and there was a dog next to us named Gizmo. This dude was fucking, like, licking me and shit, and I was just not feeling it, you know? I was like, what the fuck? I was like, why did you drag me here, Matt, bro? Like, I love Matt to death, but, like, bro. You had to take me to this random bitch's house who don't even have a fucking bed in her room. She has a pull-out chair in her room, guys, I kid you not, with a dartboard. And there is no floor in her room, like, nothing in her room. There's, like, no posters or anything. And her room is so blank that it looks sad and depressing. It honestly made me want to kill myself when I went into it. But, anyways, we sat in there for a good, like, fucking an hour, bro. It was, like, 8 o'clock at this point. And I was like, yeah, bro, you gotta take me home now. He's like, alright, man. So, I'm pretty sure he was not feeling it either. The way he was just like, alright, let's go. And we walked out. And before we left, right, she hugged him. And it was awkward as fuck, because he has a girlfriend, right? And he didn't really want to do that either. He's like, nah. And he's like, alright, I'll see you later. And we went into the car. He's like, yo, am I the only one who's feeling super awkward right now? And I was like, nah, bro, I do too. I've been feeling awkward the whole time. It's like, I've been wanting to dip ever since we got there. And he was like, yeah, me too, bro. That place is weird. I was like, yeah, it don't smell good in there either. He was like, bro, it smells like shit in there. I was like, bro, it don't smell like they clean the house at all. They have like 11 dogs or some shit. It was fucked. But he took me home, right? And I don't really remember much, bro. I got home and I smoked me a lot of weed because I still had about a 1.5 left. And I smoked about like 0.6, and all I remember is me laying in my bed with chips and waking up the next day with fucking chips all over my bed and it stabbing into my back, you know? I passed out that night, bro, like just completely blacked out. It was not good. Don't ever do that shit, by the way, guys. I just want to say that right now. Never mix drugs together. It's not a good thing to do. I'm probably going to put a warning before I say this, though. Like at the beginning of the video or something, because this is like outrageous. This is an unholy amount of drugs. But anyways, guys, if you did enjoy this story time, let me know down below. I'm gonna be trying to make some more story times soon. I've just been trying to get my life together and shit, you know. I've been trying to get a job, believe it or not. I'm gonna be working at this grocery store soon, so I'm gonna be bringing in bread. So, you know, I'm actually gonna have some money. I haven't really had that much money lately. So, yeah, that's what I've been doing, guys, trying to get my life together. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. I'll probably be making another video soon. Peace.